This video is a combination of both audio from the court proceedings that our subject entered into on September the 30th, 2019 in Montgomery County in the state of Texas, Montgomery County Court 5. The authorized representative for our subject did in fact show up on court, and you will hear the whole recording while you are watching all of the emails that were there's two different batches. There are emails that were sent and then emails that were opened. The emails that were opened are easily identified in big green background, so you'll see them. So at the time that we realized in about March of 2020, it took us to find out through our own investigating that there was a warrant issued, and that warrant was issued the day after the authorized representative for our subject showed up in court to handle and conduct the business that the court had demanded and ordered, and we did not receive any fair and just compensation for any of these activities. And then they turned around and issued a $10,000 bounty on our head. And then they turned around, and you can watch the video that I posted here with the SWAT team. They showed up with the SWAT team to try to take him out, and they want to kill him, and it's a lot more to it, right? But let's try to stay focused. So this is the intro. You will be listening to the banking administrator, who is the acting judge of county court, Montgomery County Court number 5. And this was on September the 30th, 2019, and a day after this court session was over. Keith Stewart, the man who calls his Robert James and starts talking to him, the judge who was acting as judge, issues a warrant. The warrant is still active. The warrant is still pending for all we know. And we also have on the SWAT team where Keith Stewart's female friend that works there, I don't know exactly what her status is, but she's Tina Long. So this would be the Tina Long that we're speaking to, and that Tina Long on the SWAT video states, for the record, "Oh yeah, I remember him being here." However, they still issued a warrant for failure to appear, which means that the bailiff, the judge, the bailiff, and who else was it? The district attorney, an assistant or somebody, all signed off and said that he was not there. And they refused to do anything. They refused to stop it. They refused to look into it. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office actually told me that if I call back, they're gonna attack the house again with the SWAT. If I call back, and they're gonna get me for harassment, just because I keep calling and I keep trying to find out what's going on, and these people are fucking insane. Okay, so anyway, there's so much more, and I'll get it out.
Robert Harton. You do not consider Mr. Ray to be is that right?
Well, I got it on record where he was lying, saying that he had already spoken to me and gave me a bunch of, but the facts are that I'd never seen him until today.
Let me just back up. You had originally, did you request a court-appointed lawyer?
real quick, is this all on record?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. And
Just answer my question. Did you request a court-appointed lawyer?
I was right after they gave me an option.
Okay.
So right there, Domenico or
Right.
Danico? What? Domenico. Okay, so they pulled me out of a chair that they strapped me down on for about almost 12 hours and made me urinate my pants like 3 times, threw me down on the ground to have me change into these clothes to go see him. I didn't know what I was getting into exactly. And so then he basically just said, do you have an attorney? No. I don't have any plans to get one either. So would you like a court appointed?
Let me ask you this. Would you rather not have a lawyer?
Definitely don't want one that lies. So I have it.
understand
I
y'all,
do have.
And that's fine, because y'all have already had enough of a breakdown in communication to where I'm fine, we're moving with the way it is already. That's the problem with the communication. So,
If you call it that.
do you want to have a lawyer, or do you want to?
I wouldn't mind a co-counsel, but I do not want
You prefer to
anybody.
not have a lawyer?
Well, co-counsel. If I were to go and have a lawyer, they could be co-counsel, give me a little bit of advice and everything. That does not mean that I'm going to follow every direction that they do, and they're not going to take over my whole.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well then, no. I would like to put it on record though that he so the element of fraud that goes on is just I got all kinds of it, and with not only with just this case, but
This is not going to be the correct venue for that.
Yeah.
Or the correct
That's
forum
fine.
for that. So right now, all I'm deciding is if he can
Okay.
stay on as your lawyer, and I know that you don't want him. I think he and his office would prefer not to represent you anymore, so I'm going to relieve him. I'll sign an order. So right now, you don't have a lawyer. If you want, you've already been interviewed, if you financial, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Has your
Good luck.
financial situation changed at all since you were arrested? At the point when they interviewed you, you filled out the form and answered questions from the lady?
yeah, no. Every single day, I spend all of my days with all of this nonsense.
And so you do still want to have a lawyer appointed as co-counsel or standby?
I will accept because of this esoteric system that you guys have going on here, right? And the fact that that me typically you're going to look at me and view me as not even being a real man of any substance. So then that being said, if I got to jump through all of these hoops to try to prove my innocence, then I wouldn't mind co-counsel. However, I do not want them to stand in front of me, and therefore I stand behind them and do the big monkey dance.
So, do you already know if you're wanting to, you're saying you want co-counsel or standby
Yes.
counsel, but do you want to attempt to work out the case on your own with the state?
Well-
Do you want to set your case for a jury trial, or do you want
Yeah,
to
I mean,
a bench trial, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, well, there would be a couple levels, right? So at first and foremost, I would like to a motion to compel for a discovery of evidence. I have gone and tried many times to try to get any bit of evidence, and I'm always blocked off, and right, I can't get a single thing.
Because you got a lawyer, but that's, so.
Well, no, even, I'm sorry, but this goes back to like three years ago. They tried pulling this, Montgomery County pulled this on me also. And so they gave me a public intoxication after throwing me to the ground and everything, and they screwed up big time. And so I tried to get, I still don't know who some of these officers were that were present. And I've gone and I got a bunch of documentation where I've gone and asked, right?
Let me try to narrow this in on why we're here.
Yeah, no, I
This is
understand.
the pre-trial docket.
I understand.
Resisting arrest charge.
Yeah, but what I'm,
Hold on one second.
okay.
You've already had an arraignment.
Mhm.
When you appeared at that docket, you would have entered a plea of not guilty. And so right now, we need to decide, is the case going to be set for a trial? If you're going to file a motion on your own behalf, asking for anything like you did orally, that would need to be in writing. We can set it for a motions docket, or if you know already that you're going to want to have a jury trial or a bench trial, then we can set it for that. So you can either tell Tina that you want a motion setting. If
Okay.
you do that, you need to file a motion, and you need to send a copy of it to the state timely, okay? And you can find out the timelines and things like that at the law library. Keep in mind, I can't give you legal advice, they can't give you legal advice. So anybody that would give you legal advice has to be your lawyer, or if you would like standby counsel, Generally, standby counsel is only appointed if your case is set for trial or if you're going to set it for trial.
Well, if ultimately, if we can't come to any conclusion, then ultimately I will want a jury
But
trial.
if you're telling me that you right now want to represent yourself, is that what you're telling me? And you want to talk to the state?
Talk to the state? Yeah, who exactly is the state?
Well, she's one of them right there.
And who is that?
This is Miss Sanford.
Miss Sanford, and
Right.
who?
She also is Miss Ortega. She
Miss
also is
Ortega.
back there.
Okay, so
If you want to talk to one of them, Miss Sanford is prepared to talk to you.
Okay. And on record, right? On
No,
record?
your conversations or plea negotiations are not on the record. The only
Yeah.
thing that's on the record.
Then I
right
will,
here.
then, yeah, no,
What
then
will
I,
happen is if y'all go have a conversation and you don't work it out, or if she makes an offer that you don't like, y'all can get that on the record. But the conversations between the two of you are not.
nah, I'd prefer everything be on the record because
Then
the level of trust has been breached so much that I don't know, there's nothing that I want to do with
what we need to
anybody.
decide right now is how we're going to set your case.
Okay.
Do you want
So-
a motion setting? Do you want a trial setting?
Well, I would like to
Or
compile,
another pretrial setting to meet with the attorney that you're going to get since you've already qualified for a court-appointed lawyer.
okay, real quick, I got a question because I don't understand. Okay, so this was supposed to, I was supposed to be able to come in and, what do you guys call it here? I wanted to compel the court to help me in a few manners, right? Few matters, I would say. Right? So, can I compel the court? Would I be able to bring forth the actual living man, woman, who is claiming that I have actually done them some wrong? Because the state.
That's not a proper pretrial motion.
Okay.
I mean,
Motions,
here's how
yeah.
motions work. If it's a written motion that the state's been provided notice with, I can have a hearing on it.
Okay.
I can't have a hearing on anything which is not a written motion filed and given to the state with ample, or with the proper notice.
Okay.
So, file something and hearing on it.
All right.
Without hearing on it, if your attorney advises you that you can file a certain motion or stand by it, if it's what you prefer.
Yeah, so then one other thing was I wanted to put, for the court of record, quite a few documents here.
If those are
Affidavits.
things that you're gonna file,
Yeah.
you give them to this lady
Okay.
here.
All right. And then one other thing was I would like to, this is the actual subject that you're looking for. And so I would like to relinquish this, and it literally says subject, y'all capitalized version of
I don't
that
take
it's been capitalized on.
things from you unless it's at trial to decide whether it's admitted into evidence for a hearing.
Okay.
So,
Well, I would like to turn this entity over to the state. You can then, and then I had what else would I like to do here?
the only
So all
thing
motions,
is
yeah.
accept things as the clerk.
Okay.
If it's something she can accept, then she'll tell you. If it's not, then there's certain, if that was a birth certificate or a death certificate, she may not be able to accept it, certain things
All right.
can't be filed.
So I will be submitting a bunch of motions,
Okay.
and I'm supposed to be
So
submitting
you wanna
them to.
have hearings on those, so we'll put you on a motions docket, and then the state will have a chance to review all the motions and prepare to have a hearing on them.
Okay. And that hearing would be roughly, we're talking 6 months
No,
and
3 weeks.
3 weeks or so.
Or 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that's motions docket. The state's entitled usually to 3 days notice, in some instances a little bit more than that, but at the minimum 3 days. But we only do motions dockets on motion seconds, so every.
Okay. And I did not actually get the opportunity to ask the J. Ray. Did he actually get anything? I mean, did he do anything?
He's
So,
already,
yeah.
He's already relinquished the case.
Yeah.
From what I understand,
He-
y'all were never able to communicate, so just, anything he would have gotten would go, that the state would still have, they're not physical things that would go away. So anything he had, she would have.
Okay. Now, I got one last question. Everything that the state has been doing at every level should be documented, and I should be able to retrieve a document online at the clerk of court's office.
I don't know the answer to that specific question. Anything that's been filed in the case is going to be at the county clerk's office.
Yeah, so what I'm just looking at is the last case that, what had happened was I'm looking for information and evidence of why exactly why it was just dismissed, when it was dismissed, and why I wasn't even notified.
That would be a good question for your attorney to find out who it was as soon as someone calls in with evidence and they tell her.
The last,
Keep in mind, I understand what I think started you off on the wrong foot with Mr. Ray. He had a case of felony trial in another county. Keep in mind, these lawyers don't just work in one county.
no, that wasn't actually what
Okay, well, that's what I understood, so that was, it doesn't matter what it is.
Well, it is essential that if you understand that and it's not actually the case.
He's already been removed as your lawyer, so
Yeah,
I don't
but-
need to hear anything else about it.
Okay, as long as rumors don't stick around and stuff.
I won't think about it.
All right, great. Thanks, sir.
You, the next on the list.
If you want to speak with the state, Ms. Sanford will talk to you. If you don't want to, then you'll be reset by Tina and be back the next day.
All right.
Once you sign your reset, you're ready to go.
And to give you, now exactly, are you going to take this into custody and keep it, or are you just going to make copies of it? Or?
No, if you give it to me, it's going to be filed at the county clerk's office.
Okay. And so,
Copy it.
well, I was going to put my fingerprint on every page, and
I mean,
so there's no,
If you want to do that, you can certainly do that.
well, I just need to make sure that there's no way in which anybody can manipulate this and turn it all, because I'm starting to see that,
Do you want to do that now? Or do you have other stuff to file?
yeah, there's quite a bit. So I got this
Are you going to
and this.
thumbprint these? Are you going to fingerprint these as well?
If that's a good recommendation, right? Like, I mean, if it doesn't matter,
It doesn't
then,
matter to me. I will take whatever you give me.
okay.
Except for that, this looks like a birth certificate. I can't see. I'm not sure what that is actually.
Yeah, this is actually the subject, so I don't know exactly what
That I
the,
can't file.
no, can't file a copy of it?
Can't file a copy, no. Those are not public records.
take your time.
Anything that you file is public record.
Eric, Luke,
This,
Okay, Mr. Blue.
Okay.
And that's not something.
however, this is the public, this is the commercial,
Right, I'm not.
subject.
I will send
I
you
am not able to file.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
number 18.
So, okay, so this,
Eric, that is you.
also,
Class A assault causing bodily injury.
what,
Did you read each document and go over them all with your attorney? Any questions unanswered? What's your recommendation?
We just said recommend a $300 fine.
That is your agreement?
That's our agreement, Your Honor.
I'm just wondering why there's, I don't know who this is
I don't know who that is either.
exactly. So somebody stating, making a statement, but then there's no, how am I supposed to know who to contact, how to get a hold of this person? Yeah, I did, but they don't just ignore me whenever I ask them a simple thing. So just because I don't want to be, like, I don't want to go over to the district attorney, ask them, just so I can have games and be lied to, because this is the kind of nonsense that when I had to file anything and sign things, it goes and says your printed name. If it has me, yeah, the printed name. You know, and then whenever he signs it, that's an obvious Darren J. Ray, right? But then whenever somebody just does a squiggly line, and this is the actual,
Charging it.
yeah, this is the charging affidavit that makes me, so I'm here even right now. Just find the exact affidavit, but it's in here.
Right,
So, okay. So then there's this, 22 pages.
okay.
And then there's this. And then so one last thing was, because everybody's playing this kind of game with me, I'll get documents that I don't even know who signed it, or I'll get a document that has the /S/ and then just a, I guess, the person's name, typewriter. Okay, well then I'm not going to sign anything. I'm just going to do typewriter type of thing. Do you guys, you'll accept that?
I'll accept it. All we do is file it. We're not gonna look at it, we don't read it.
Oh, yeah.
Push it to the DA's office or to the court, and that's it.
Okay.
Surely you're gonna file this with the DA's office as well?
I already sent one to the DA's, but however, they just ignore me. So instead of them acting in any kind of professional capacity, I don't know what's going on. And I guess they're allowed to do that. I do have
File it.
okay. That's cool. I'm an idiot, so I really don't know what's going on here. All I know is everything in my reality is I would like to file there is not a big question. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
How bad? Hold tight.
All right.
You said this, sir. You said the 11/12, 9 a.m. Your attorney not present with you. Need you to sign it. You actually understand that. Make your copy.
Now, this was, they tried to get me to sign this before they would release me out of the jail cell. I ended up signing no contract.
Okay.
Now,
want me to file
but,
this?
yeah, you guys shouldn't this be something that is already filed? Like, so,
No.
so,
But if you want me to take it,
so
I will
everything that
take
they
it.
did in the jail, you guys don't have any documentation of it?
No.
Okay, and, I won't be getting that back?
No. You want a copy of it?
I think that is a copy of it. Let me make sure.
Yes, sir.
And anything that I file, you'll be able to pull off the end. You can look at it, review it, everything.
However, it could go missing, and yeah, and then I
not.
wouldn't know.
But it could.
It could,
But it's not.
yeah, maybe.
Good. But it's
I don't trust anything other than myself.
Why you're getting those.
You need a bigger folder.
Yeah, a little bit more organized would be nice too. No, I can file this online also, myself.
You can file it through e-file
Mm-hmm.
online.
But I have to become a member? Is that,
I don't, it's not necessarily a member, like you don't.
get a membership or a login kind of
I think
membership?
you get a login. I've never e-filed before. So,
Yeah.
but I know it's possible.
Yeah,
For pro
I'm
se,
yeah.
for pro se defendants, you can do it that way. You can walk it in and just file it in our office. Okay.
No.
Or you can mail it in.
Okay. Certified mail is probably the only way, the best way to go. And the reason I don't want to give anybody my access to my computer, so I don't know exactly what that login membership kind of thing
Honestly,
would
I
actually
couldn't
do.
tell you either.
Okay.
I've never filed anything e-filed, but I do know it's possible.
And then,
The Alma Garrett judgment.
Okay.
Can we catch that real fast with judgments to modify that?
Hey, I think this one has a cash bond,
Yes.
so go upstairs and do what you need to do.
Okay, do I have to do something?
No, just send him up there.
Okay, so he has to do something, they don't automatically
No.
send it? Okay.
No.
Good.
Are you going back there?
Yes, I'm gonna take it back to the
Are you gonna
judge.
bring it back to me?
I will.
all right, that's good then. For the,
That's it?
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
got? I got these 4 things.
Okay. And I guess one last one
File
here.
this one as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've got it.
Just real quick, that was so I can.
Hi, Mr. Bluestein.
We have a
Christina with
notice
Judge
of
Stewart's
counterclaim,
Okay.
and then
Judge has appointed Mr. Robert Harton to you, and we are trying to agree on
it's
a
nice paper.
motion
yeah,
setting. How does
Okay,
October
yep.
31st at 9
and then
a.m. sound?
affidavit of sovereignty.
Because Mr. Harton
affidavit.
has some motions that he would like to
Notice.
file.
Of liability?
Of liability and claim and title. Great.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
It has to be a motion setting, sir, because he has asked for a motion setting. Resisting arrest. Yes, sir, he is. Okay, sir. Your new court-appointed attorney will be here in just 1 second to meet with you, okay?
All right, thank you. Will you be coming in through this way?
Yes, sir.
All right. The new court-appointed attorney is coming. The new court-appointed attorney is coming. I fired the other guy.
Ok, listo. La suspensión no comienza hasta el 18 de octubre. Vamos arriba. Lo que tiene que hacer para conseguir la devolución de su dinero para la fianza es hablar con el ámbito de Caribe. Ahora vamos.
He said, so my understanding you don't, I said, yeah, I don't know nobody that's a liar. I don't want anybody, a liar, trying to represent me. And they just ignored it. Just like, we're not here to blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's all one-sided.
Yeah.
It's all about you and we trying to screw you. Forget us. Forget anything we're doing here. That's none of your concern. I asked one of these guys that was standing there, Officer Weatherford. I said, hey, because there's nobody around, and I said, hey, I got a witness outside. Can I bring him in here? And then he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, I got a feeling things are gonna get a little shady around here. So I need a witness. And he said, no. I said, let me get this straight. You won't even allow me to have a witness. He said, those are the court rules. And I'm like, yeah, that figures. The house rules. It's just like going into casino. The house always wins.
You say that to him?
Well, I started saying some stuff. I said, yeah, where exactly I think my rights to have somebody present trumps your, he's like, oh, keep thinking. And then he starts being a real asshole. And the officer, he's like, we know who you are. Yeah. You attorney?
I am. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Is it you? Mm.
Well, are you on the docket? Because you can't be doing that. I said, okay.
Anyway, so you guys insist that he's like, I said, what's your name? And he goes, Weatherford. Make sure you write that down. I'm like, yeah, I am. He's like, good. I'm glad. That makes me really happy. I'm like, okay. Is that necessary? What, what's that all about? Just sitting here starting shit with me? Is this really necessary? I just asked you your name. I can't ask you your name. He's like, oh, you make my day. I was like, yeah, you destroy my days. You waste my days. And then he's like, then he goes and says to the girl, he said, I'm glad you're here to witness this. I said, oh, look how it works, eh? She gets to witness. You get to have a witness, but I don't. Isn't that? Yeah.
That's your civil rights, isn't it?
These people are a fucking joke. You can't. As soon as I say anything, they try to.
Well, whatever happens, you need to say, hey, so you can get moved out of here, get out of this place, before something else happens.
And then whenever I went up there, when I was there looking through my paperwork to go and hand it over to the lady and put it on record, and now like all of the cops swarm right around me, and they're just standing there. Jesus.
This is a family. It's a family.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. So you got a whole family on you.
Yeah, it's a mafia. Look how they got this tent up.
You Harden?
Yes, I am.
No, where's the copy with this? You're the only one here, huh?
Yeah.
It's over here. What's going on?
They're trying to get me for, what's it called? Resisting arrest.
Yeah.
And it's all bogus.
Yeah.
And everything that they do. Thank you. And so
What do you mean?
everything that they've been doing is just nonstop bogus. So I've been trying to just get them to answer a few questions. They ignore everything. And quite frankly, what had happened, I don't know exactly what all you want to know about
Well,
this.
did you have a lawyer before this?
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was, what's his name? Darren J. Ray?
Darren Ray?
Yeah.
Darren Ray?
Ray.
Okay. And what happened with Darren?
Basically, the first time that I called, he, Esmeralda, picked up the phone, and I'm just trying to fill out this whole situation.
How long
because-
has let me ask just a couple questions. How long has did he represent you for?
I never even seen him except for today.
Okay. So
First
today
time I
was the
seen
first
him.
setting?
Well, no, yes, this was back also like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had to show up on the 21st of last month.
Okay.
And so he wasn't here. He had to be down in Galveston. But
Yeah.
either way, I've never spoke to the guy before, and
Okay.
he makes a representation, right? He
A notice of representation.
and he said that he has spoken to me. He's
Yeah.
given me all of this, and the facts are I've never spoken to
Well,
him.
let me ask you a quick question.
Mhm.
So, how many settings have you had? Today's the
This would be the
first?
second.
Second setting? Let me see what some of your reset, so I can get your cause number and your name down, so I can do what I need.
The reset.
Let me see something here with the cause number. and
Okay,
all
hold on.
that. Thank you. Robert? James Harton.
Don't forget to sign the reset.
Yes, sir, I'm gonna come in a second. You're a junior. What do people call you, Robert or Bob?
Yeah,
or
Robert's good.
Robert? What's your date of birth, Robert?
2473.
Where were you born? United States?
Unfortunately, yes.
Houston?
United States.
Houston or what city?
It was in Pennsylvania.
My wife's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
What part of Pennsylvania?
Cool.
My wife's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's cool. Right around Pittsburgh area.
yeah.
Yeah, you won't know the name of it.
We got married in Blonox, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
That's a,
Little small town.
yeah, that's
It's-
kind of it's not the county, it's like the little city of Blonox, yeah.
Hmm.
It's over by Oakmont and over there. So where do you live now, Robert?
I am only trapped in this area, and I am staying at a family and friends. So I'm trapped in this area too, because every time I turn around, they're playing games with me and stuff.
Do you
So
have an address or not? Or you don't want to give me that?
yeah,
Do
I
you have a
mean,
phone number?
actually, it's probably now I'm starting to second guess this
Sure.
whole thing. Yeah,
Phone number.
832-867-9913.
Is that a good phone number?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? So I'm going to tell you the truth, so I appreciate if you're honest with me, okay? Where'd you grow up?
What's the relevance
I'm trying
of
to find
that?
out information about you. You ever
Yeah,
been
yeah.
arrested before?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of priors you got?
They tried to pull this bullshit on me about 3 years ago. The Montgomery County got me for they threw me down on the ground and got me for a public intoxication. And then whenever I started kind of pushing on it, they threw it away. They threw the case out.
Okay. Great. Is that the only thing you've ever been arrested for, PI?
I got a couple like public intoxications in the past, a long time ago. Apparently they're not on any record. So
Okay. They're in JP courts usually, or city
JP.
court. So they're probably not going to be up here. Have you ever been to jail?
they weren't in Texas.
Have you been? They weren't in Texas?
No.
Okay. That may not be. How about, you ever been, do any time in TDC? Or?
All I've been in was one-nighters for a public intoxication
Okay. Yes.
with a disorderly conduct kind of nonsense that they throw at everybody.
Okay. Tell me how far you went in school.
Barely graduated.
High school?
Yeah.
What high school did you graduate from?
Actually, I'm done. Thanks anyways.
You
I'll
what?
take this. Thanks.
Where you from? You want to get a reset? Rob? You want to get a reset?
Coffee?
I do not know where we get coffee.
You want to get a...
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a weird stuff. Yeah, you too. Weirdo.
Every time the jury would have up guilty.
What a weirdo. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell does that have to do with anything? What high school did you graduate from? What the fuck? Wait, let's talk about this case, weirdo. Fucking, well, how far did you go in school? Shut the fuck up, dickhead. I love how I go and I say, yeah, J. Ray goes and he lied, and everybody's just like, oh well. But where did you go to school? Where did you go to high school? Where did you go to high school? What's up, little buddy?
They all walked out laughing at the sign. All those people with you.
They all walked out laughing
Yeah.
at me.
I don't know if they laughed at you. They all walked out.
What a fucking joke, man. Jesus Christ. This is so fucking weird. It's a goddamn Twilight Zone. He didn't say shit. Just fucking always just, hey, well, we're not here for that. We're not here for this. We're not here for that. Blah, 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 blah. Just what, I just need to know what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. Fucking nonstop. Right here. Do you want to? No, I don't know. Do you want to? Fucking nightmare, these fucking scumbags. All I was looking for was co-counsel, little prick. Co-counsel, dickhead. What the fuck does it matter what high school I went to? What high school did you graduate? Why? You gonna use this?
I listened to it. I think I got it on tape. I tried to tape it.
What fucking weirdo questions is this? Well, do you want us to set? Well, hey, why are we still? Why didn't you just do that to begin with, dickhead?
Did you get into it?
I think. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't check, but